people are greedy. This whole society is greedy. You are born in a greedy world. You are not born in an enlightened world. You are born and brought up in a greedy world. So, we are all greedy persons. And greed is the cause of suffering. In Sanskrit or Pali, it is said Trishna. Dukkha is because of Trishna, as Buddha said. Trishna is nothing but greed. That is the right translation. Greed. See, there are some needs and greeds.
Okay, sir.
Needs are different. Greeds are different. So, if a human being is guided by needs, needs are always fulfilled. Greeds are never fulfilled. There is no end to the greed. And your greed runs counter to others' needs and others' greeds also.
I see. Okay.
So, there is warfare, struggle. The greed of the employer versus the greed of the employees. The greed of the manager and the greed of the subordinate. In the workplace, all the work members, they are all greedy. It is so everywhere. So, whether it is in workplace or family place, you started with the family place. Whether it is a family environment or a corporate environment or any government environment or any NGO environment, people are always greedy. So, spirituality tackles basic greediness. So, everybody has to come out of the greed. A Ramana Maharshi was not a greedy person. A Jesus Christ was not a greedy person. A Buddha, he left his palace, he was not a greedy person. Then what were they? If they were not greedy, what were they?
They were searching for what gives them happiness.
Yes, yes. So they saw grief and greed everywhere. Grief and greed. Grief is because of the greed. And everywhere you see, there is grief and there is greed. Grief in the outside world, greed in the inside world. Okay. The inside world creates the outside world.
Okay.
If there is no greed, there is no grief. And Buddha saw everywhere there is grief is there.
Okay.
And he discovered that everywhere there is greed inside.
Greed is there. Okay.
What others could not see, Buddha saw. Others could not see greed anywhere.
Okay.
They thought that greed is need.
Greed is need, okay.
For a mother-in-law, yelling at the daughter-in-law is a need for ego fulfillment.
Ego fulfillment, okay.
Understand? In India, we have got mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws.
Correct, sir.
Every home, tug of war.
Yes.
You agree with it?
Yes, sir, fully. It's there, yes.
So, the tug of war is there, that is because of the greed. Okay. The mother-in-law does not see the daughter-in-law as a daughter.
Yes.
So, the grief comes. There is absolute catastrophe in the home, every home, because of the greed. Okay. Why that mother-in-law cannot accept that young lady as her own daughter? Because she never was spiritual, isn't it? Had the mother-in-law been spiritual, then she would consider every incoming girl as her own daughter.
Daughter.
And the whole family will be in peace.
Peace, yes.
Why the mother-in-law is not spiritual? Her mother was not spiritual. It goes on. And it goes on here also. You are also greedy, your children are also greedy. You pass it on the greed.
Passed on the greed, yes.
So, somewhere this chain has to be broken. That is why the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement has come. We can't allow this chain. whether in the family circumstances or in the corporate circumstances, the principles are the same. There should not be a greedy person. Greedy persons are the root cause for the griefs of everybody. Okay. So, you should be a needy person, not a greedy person. You should limit. You must know your limits of how much you want from yourself, from others. Don't be greedy to overwork. In corporate sector, they encourage greed. You work more, you will get pay more.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? You work in the office, even after the office hours, get extra pay. The corporate should never encourage that extra pay, nor the employees. They should say, sorry Bob, you do meditation and you spiritualize yourself. That way you can contribute to yourself and also contribute to the whole society.
Right.
You will become a needy person, not a greedy person. That is why we have started this pyramid spiritual society movement, so that we will remove the greed from every person.